baby, I'm glad you're mine, 'cause I need you, and I'll do anything to please you. Catch me when I'm falling in love. Ooh, baby, I'm glad you're mine, 'cause you're the reason my days are filled with meaning. Catch me when I'm falling in love.
First thing you're going to do is you're going to get butter that is room temperatured, and make sure that it's room temperatured so you won't have a hard time squashing it to make it really soft. And mine is room temperatured, so it's not that hard to mash, but make sure you're going to cream it really well so the sugar will incorporate into the butter. So after creaming your butter, you're going to put granulated white sugar and mix it all together. And make sure it turns into like a paste, doughy like kind of texture. Like what I'm doing here, needs to reach that kind of texture in order to make your muffins. So after adding your sugar, you're going to put 2 eggs, but make sure you need to put it one by one. And also the texture needs to be really smooth and there's no clumps or like chunks into the batter mixture. So yeah. So after mixing it, you're going to set it aside and move on to the dry ingredients. So for the dry ingredients, you're going to combine all-purpose flour, cocoa powder, and baking powder. And you need to like mix it really well, but make sure it has no clumps, or maybe you can just sift it if you want, but I didn't sift mine. But if you sift it, it will be much more better. So now it's time to mix the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients together. Make sure you do it little by little, not like dump it all together, just little by little. So after mixing it, you're going to add milk, little by little, just like what I said on the wet ingredients, and just don't dump it all together so you won't have a hard time mixing it. So yeah. Since this muffin is red velvet, I'm going to add red food coloring, but I accidentally added too much, so I just added a little bit. So that's what happened. And I'm just gonna mix it all together until it's well dissolved. So that's what I did. So I added the rest of my butter, sugar, and egg mixture into my batter, and then I just added milk into it while I'm mixing it. And it kind of reminds me of fire because it's like red and yellow, so that's a cool thing. So this is the part where I added the rest of my milk and then mixing it really nice. And it kind of took me a little bit of time to mix it because it's already dissolved, and then I added milk. So that's what happened. So I added a little bit of extra thing to my red velvet muffins. I added chocolate chips, and if you want, that's optional. So if you want it to be like just a normal red velvet muffin, you can like do it without the chocolate chips, but I added chocolate chips to mine. So yeah, and I just kept mixing it and mixing it. So this is the part where I am greasing my pans with butter, and we're almost ready to bake it. I mean steam it. So by the way, this is like a DIY, not a DIY, a muffin recipe that is steamed. So you don't have to worry putting it in the oven, but if you have an oven, that's okay. This recipe is just for the ones that doesn't have any oven, because I don't have any oven, so I have to make like pastries and like cakes without technically using an oven. So I just added chocolate chips to the top, so like when you like break it open, there's like chocolate. So yeah. So this is what I'm going to use to steam it. So yeah, just need to boil it, and then when it boils, just put it there and then wait until it cooks. And you just need to cook it for like 25 minutes. I mean steam it for 25 minutes. So this is the part where I'm taking out the muffins, where I'm sorry, it just didn't roast that well. So yeah, but this is the part that I am taking off the muffins into the pan, to the tray. So yeah, kind of took me a hard time because the pan is super hot and I have a pot holder, so I decided to get one. So yeah. So this is the end result that I made. It kind of looked like a puto. But anyways, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you subscribe. Bye!